Everybody, this is Joy Packard. We are about 2 minutes late, but we are here and we're so excited to be here. I have Jacob Topping with me here. I met Jacob at the ACE conference, for those of you who are in the ACE group with Sam Cohen. I met him last year at that particular conference. It's so exciting. I love that he is continually just putting amazing stuff out there. And we are so privileged to be able to have him speaking at our Amazon SimplezonSeller live event next month in Houston. And so we're not going to take up too much of his time. He's such a busy man. And he has his lovely wife. I'll let him tell you about him and her.
Hey, Tara.
Is she there? You should.
Joy says you're lovely and you need to come on and say hi.
And so we have literally 20 amazing speakers going to be speaking to us on stage. And there she is.
Yep. Oh.
Is she going to
say? So Tara can't hear you because I'm on the headphones. So she's right here.
Hi.
Joy says hi.
Hi. Good to have you on there. You can tell her.
What did she say?
She's glad to have you on here.
Oh, good. Hi. Nice to meet you.
And so there's Jacob and his lovely wife. And we're going to be so privileged to have him on stage. Like I say, we have 20 amazing speakers for you guys. We're packing it in 2 days. And it's all, if you go to the sales page, Jacob's going to put the link in later on, or whenever you want to. You can type it in the comments, Jacob. And we have some awesome things that we're sharing with you. We have amazing VIP dinners that those of you who are, going to buy those particular packages. And so anyway, we don't, like I say, we're going to keep these short. So I just wanted to, let you guys get a feel, just a little feel of what's going to be happening on stage next month. And so you guys can, get to meet the speakers. We've already had Brandon Young. We had Monica Busby yesterday, and we're going to be bringing, after Jacob, we're going to be bringing in this other 17 speakers somehow. It's going to be awesome. So Jacob, just tell us a little bit about what you're doing and tell us about your amazing book that you finished and you're going to be, putting out to the public, and a little bit about what you do.
Joy, we're live now in front of many groups while you were talking to the people and getting ready for the introduction to making it happen. We got Tessa here. Tessa wants to join in on the live action. That's our dog. But I was sharing the link. So if it looked like I had a dazed look on my face, it's because I was concentrating on making sure that people could know about the conference. So the name of the conference, Joy, loud and clear, is
SimplezonSeller.
SimplezonSeller. And it's going to be in a city. Houston. Located inside the United States of America, where people can get very cheap air flight from anywhere in the United States to the city. It's called
Houston,
in the great state of Texas.
Right.
Known for its briskets and its food and its people, like Joy Packard. So, Joy, you already mentioned this at the beginning of the call. So for all the people who skip through the first 5 minutes because they don't have the attention span, this is your chance. Joy and I met at the ACE conference, and we also met at another conference. Do you remember what it was?
That was it Merch? Was it the Merch conference? There was another one.
In Seattle? I don't think so.
No, I don't know. I go to so many conferences.
Scan Power?
Oh, maybe so. Maybe
it was
so.
Scan Power. Chris Green Scan Power conference. So
a lot of conferences. So
yeah. So Joy and I have met a couple times. We really hit it off though at ACE conference, and I'm going to be coming to Houston, and we're going to be talking about something that some people are really into, some people are just starting to get into it, and some people have never heard about it. We're going to talk about the whole world of print on demand. A lot of people have heard about Amazon. It's a big website, a lot of e-commerce happening on Amazon.com in the United States. But Amazon's got marketplaces around the whole world. There's like Amazon.ca, .mx, right? Mexico and Canada. So we've got North America covered. And then Amazon's all over the whole world. And you can actually get print on demand via Amazon in many places in the world. But Amazon itself has Merch by Amazon, which some people have heard about. Some people it's new. Merch by Amazon is on Amazon.com only. And it currently, as of March 24th, as of today, it only ships in the United States of America. But that also includes places like Puerto Rico. Right? If you don't know, Puerto Rico is part of the United States of America. They have the U.S. Postal Service there. Also, Army bases. American soil, you can ship merch by Amazon to Army bases, which you might think of as being in other places, but it's the U.S. Other places in the U.S., like the forgotten states, right? Like Alaska, Hawaii, they're in the U.S. You can get merch by Amazon there. But merch by Amazon just ships in the U.S. right now. So we're going to talk about that. I'm also going to be talking about other ways that you can use Amazon to fulfill, not to fulfill, but you can use the platforms, the multiple international marketplaces of merch by Amazon to ship your print-on-demand products. And then I'm also going to talk about beyond Amazon, if it's all right. I'll get into the details, on stage, but we're going to be showing people how to access like 100% of the world. So, the United States, I love it. I was there last year on the Merch Madness Tour 2017. I went to more than 40 cities and talked to people individually about merch by Amazon and the world of print on demand. And in 2018, Merch Madness Tour Round 2, 2018, is going to kick off in Texas. Joy had no idea that this is going to be not only the premier. First time I've been invited before the conference started to speak on stage, because I should note, I've spoken on lots of stages, and I've even spoken on stages at seller events, but they always invite me up like in the middle of the presentation. I've been invited up to talk a few times. I've been on stage a number of times to win prizes and things, but this is in advance. You'll know in advance that I'll be there, and I promise you I will give you a talk that is not like other talks that you have seen. If it's exactly like other talks you've seen, you're going to have to give me a real hard time about it, because I'm going to try and make it totally unique. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I'm really confident that you'll learn about things that you have not only not maybe tried before, but things that there's a close to 100% chance that you've never heard of these things before. Nice. So I will be bringing new content. I will be also going over some existing content. I will try and cover a little bit of what's in my book, because a lot of people are really interested in that. You mentioned just before this to talk about it. So there's a book. It's called Merch and the World of Print on Demand. You can talk to Joy about that. She can hook you up, or you can talk to me about that. I can hook you up with it. It's available on Gumroad today. It is 365 pages long. It covers everything having to do with merch and the world of print on demand. So it goes way beyond just merch by Amazon. We get into different platforms, different integrations, different marketplaces that you can sell your designs on. It talks about how to make designs, how to market designs on multiple platforms, social media, outside of social media. There's free marketing inside of it. There's paid marketing options inside of it as well. There's tools. There's actually something that I added in this current update, because it's on its 5th version of the book, which just came out in the last week. So this is brand new. If you've already read it before, this is totally new. There's over $100 worth of coupons, and there's actually 2 places that I can think of just right off the top of my head in the book that show you how to get more than $100 in actual just free money. Wow. So if you already have the new version of the book, you can type in the search the phrase free money, and it will show you how to get over $100 worth of actual free money. And that's in addition to the discounts and things that I've put into the book on different products and services, which is also kind of totally different. So you can check that out. Again, the name of the book is called Merch and the World of Print on Demand. It's currently only available on Gumroad. By the end of this week, it will be available in more than one place. So you may want to grab a copy of the Gumroad version. It also includes bonus files, which give you more than 2,000 niche ideas for free, including professions and days, special days, calendars, holidays, things like that. There's more than 2,000 of those in the free files. There's also over 3,000 items that you can do print on demand on. There's a list. Wow. It's free. It's included with the Gumroad version. There's also a way to track your designs across 10 different selling platforms in a file. That file is free in the Gumroad version of the book. Wow. And there's other free bonus files. There's over 250 links in a single file as included as a free file with the book. And then the book itself has like more than 300 links to more information. And there's dozens of videos to help you to learn deeper on the topics that are covered in the book itself. And inside the book, I actually put in steps, like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, exactly the steps that you'll need to do multiple types of integrations. So it'll teach you to sell on Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, you know, in Europe if you want, Amazon.co.uk. You can set up print on demand to go through that if you want. Steps are in the book. Not just Amazon, I cover other marketplaces. So we talk about in the book how you can sell print on demand through eBay, through Walmart.com, Jet.com. There's multiple platforms and marketplaces covered in the book. And then, you know, Etsy. So you can connect Etsy, Walmart, Jet, you know, Bonanza, Rakuten, right? You don't have to keep it in just the US. We can go international. There's Rakuten, Tmall, JD.com, right? If you're not familiar with some of these other marketplaces, they're doing like tens of billions of dollars per quarter in actual sales. So they are not small. The world has more than 7 billion people, and there's more than one way to reach them through on-demand. So that's just a little bit of an introduction as to what we'll be talking about. I'm going to go into a lot of detail. I'm going to cover kind of the stages of discovery that people have with print on demand. So I go everything from, you know, maybe you're familiar with Amazon FBA and how Merch by Amazon's similar or different than that. I'm going to talk about, on the stage, I'll be talking about the difference between Merch by Amazon and other print-on-demand marketplaces. And then I'm also going to take it a step deeper, so 4 levels deep, like Inception style. I'm going to go into how you can hook up print-on-demand through multiple marketplaces as well as multiple integrations. So it's going to be a lot of content in Texas, guys. I don't want to really get into the weeds here, but in Texas I will. I'll be going through a lot of stuff, and it's going to be crazy. If you've seen me at conferences before, you saw me as an attendee. So notable things that people usually notice is, one, man, Jacob's a lot bigger than I thought he was in terms of physical size. I'm very fat. Number 2, you might have noticed I sound funny. So I'm in Canada right now. I'm about an hour west of Ottawa. And then number 3, people have pointed out, I don't know why this guy brings so much stuff to give out to people for free at conferences. As an attendee, it's a little weird. So we've given out chocolate bars, maple candies. At one conference, I was caught giving out ice wine. I was actually told to confine that to a room so people could come and get free premium ice wine, like not really on tap, but like hundreds of dollars worth of alcohol. And I've given out clothing, hats, wow, Timbits, right? Pastries from Canada. Without getting into too many details, I've brought in items that are available in Canada that you can't buy in the US. So don't ask me about those because some of them are not allowed. But they've happened, like Kinder Surprise, for example, toys for the kids, chocolates, things like that. Joy, tell us about the conference and tell us, why would somebody want to come to this conference as opposed to not coming to the conference?
First of all, I am blown away. Guys, I just bring these speakers on live. I don't have questions ahead of time. I let them get on and tell you guys, and I'm learning right along with you what's going to happen. And, you know, I do a lot of different Amazon stuff, and I'm getting into merch more. And after talking to Jacob and listening to him here and hearing how there's so many other ways to, you know, you don't just have Amazon merch. You have, I want you to think about, just for a moment before I tell you about the conference, about making, let's just say $5 profit per t-shirt that you do, or print on demand stuff or whatever. And you're doing that on, you know, one platform. And then, you know, Jacob mentioned so many different ones that he's going to talk about and that we're going to learn. And it's going to be like, I want you to like, think of like just making that one design once, but being able to put it on all these several platforms. That just blows me away as I'm listening to him talk about that. So basically about the conference, number 1, we put it in a city that is easy, like Jacob said, to get to. Houston is a great hub. Pretty much anywhere you come from, you're going to get a good rate. There's 2 airports in Houston, and it is my hometown. So, you know, I figured one day when I ever do a conference, I'm going to do it in my hometown. And so it's right here in the city that I love. And so we would be honored to have you. Number 2, we have put together at least 20, possibly 1 or 2 surprise speakers coming, including Chris Green. He's going to Skype in because, he was not able to make it because he's doing so many different things, but we were able to catch him. He's got some awesome things. We've got Jacob. We've got all of these different things in different categories, from retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. If you want to do wholesale, if you want to do private label, I'm going to China next week for starting on Thursday, and I'll be gone for a week, and so I do private label. We have private label people like Brandon Young coming, who has over 30 to 40 private label products, guys. We have Shopify experts, merch experts, VIP dinners. We get to sit with Jacob with, if you get the VIP tickets, you're going to be able to sit at dinner. There's 2 nights that you can do this. And so to be at a conference, we try to put it all in 2 days so you didn't have to miss so much time away from home. And, we're packing it in 9 to 5:30 every day, putting all day value and information. And then we have dinners both nights, VIP dinners, and then networking at night. And so we have awesome swag bags. And for those of you who upgrade to the VIP, you get even a cooler swag bag. And so we're not going to just put items in there that you're going to look at and throw in the garbage.
So guys, Joy and I have not talked a lot in depth about all of the parts of the conference, but she just mentioned the magic words for today is called swag bags. Joy, as a speaker, am I allowed to put some items for free that people can use and find useful into the swag bag?
All speakers have the opportunity to put their stuff in our swag bag. So you guys get extra stuff on top of all the cool things that we're doing.
So Joy, is there any limit to the valuableness of the items that I can put into the swag bags for people that are, this is just for people that attend the conference, or you have to be there to get the swag bag?
Well, if it doesn't fit in the swag bag, we can definitely just have other bags to put it right alongside them,
Okay, perfect. So I can put in something in the swag bag that may or may not fit into the swag bag. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. So if
I'm going to think of something that people are going to, if you're not at this conference, guys, the first question you're going to ask, and this is going to be after the fact, so you have to be there to figure out what's going to happen here. It's going to be crazy, because that's my style. Joy invited me to come to the conference, and she's about to get crazy value, crazy swag bag item, and a crazy presentation. Already, we know these things are going to happen. So you have to be there to get that swag bag, and you have to be there to watch live of the presentation. But Joy, is this going to be recorded?
It actually is. We have a professional videographer flying in from Florida. He's going to actually live stream it. So there's a live stream option that you can buy. And then there is also an actual recording of the event. It's the same price as if you attended, because it's like you're here, right? Do
you know if there's an option to put in content that is only available live, and then other content that's available on the live stream?
We definitely can turn the camera off and tell our videographer that this doesn't go on camera, only for the live.
Okay, guys, there may or may not be some content live at the conference that you really want to maybe check out. So if you don't already have this ticket to the conference, you maybe want to definitely start considering it right now. So this conference, Joy, it is more than 1 month from today, but it is less than 2 months from today. What's the date exactly of the conference?
The date's going to be April 27th and 28th.
That's 2 days.
That's right. 2 days.
2 full days of conference.
That's right. And so, you still have time, whether you're local or I bought tickets to conferences 1 week before they started. That, if you really want to be here.
It's probably going to be sold out 1 week before the conference, because the mayhem. So Joy and I have talked about this, guys. For the book, you can get this book, Merch in the World of Print on Demand. It's already available on Gumroad right now. It's about to go on to more than Gumroad through a print edition. But I had mentioned this to Joy. Once the print edition is shipping, okay, and I've got the cover art in, so that's going to be very soon. It's going to be conference mode. And Joy just found out, along with potentially thousands of people that are watching this live stream through all of the places that it's going to be watched. This is marking the start of the Merch Madness Tour 2018.
Nice.
And the key difference here, guys, is Merch Madness Tour 2017. Again, it was more than 17 cities. Tara reminded me after we saw our accountant that my travel bill was like close to $70,000 last year. And she mentioned to me that we need to try and do things a bit differently. So this year, the Merch Madness Tour is going to include live speaking, and this is the first event, and I've learned something. If somebody gives me the opportunity to speak at a live event on stage, like Joy is the premier person here. She's making it happen first.
Ooh.
There's going to be some stuff that you see on stage that's so crazy. And Joy's met me a few times. She knows, as an attendee, it can be a little crazy. But as a speaker, with access to this bag of tricks that's going to be at the conference just for people that attend, it could be potentially insane. So you definitely want to be here. I predict that the conference will be sold out before a week before. But what happens if it's already sold out? Can people still get tickets to the conference? Like, tell us about that.
They can actually live stream it, and they can actually buy the recordings to the event. So we can fit 100 in the room with tables, 200 without tables. And after that, we're not going to, go switch hotels. You can live stream it. Next week alone, I'm actually going to be on a webinar with a guy who has a list of over 200,000 subscribers. If you at all are thinking about going to this conference, Jacob has a link in his comments there that you can click on, because I admonish you I'm telling you that a lot of people say, oh, I'll just go to the second SimplezonSeller conference. I don't really know, when or how or if that will happen. So anyway, we want to.
So before we get into the anyway part.
Yeah.
So Joy, a lot of the people in a couple of my Facebook groups, a lot of people know already. There's the FBA Top Sellers for Newbies and Pros group. That's like close to 4,000 people. They're FBA sellers. They may not have heard a lot about you. And also there's the Merch by Amazon Top Sellers for Newbies and Pros group. That group's almost 4,000 people, and it's a separate group. It's totally separate people. They may not have heard a lot about you. Joy, can you tell people about, who is Joy Packard, and what has happened to make this conference come together, and what kind of, in addition, I'm going to be there as a speaker. Again, this is going to be mayhem, but there's other speakers. Can you tell them about you, and also tell them a little bit about the other speakers? Because a lot of people, they're thinking, okay, I'm going to be in Houston, Texas. That's what they're thinking right now. They're watching the replay. Maybe they're like, Houston, Texas. So I know we got briskets. It's warm weather. There was I saw it in the news once. There was a hurricane. Houston, Texas, they think oil and gas, but they may not think Joy Packard, and they may not know who other speakers are. So can you tell them about yourself? And also, can you tell the people about some of the other speakers that they may or may not have heard of?
Sure. Okay. So I always love to tell people who I am, as far as I'm a mom of 8. I'm a grandma to 8 with another one on the way in about a month. And I always love to start it that way, because that's my why. And I start all my talks like that. I speak at many events. I have been doing Amazon for almost 5 years now. I started, with retail, online. I do every category. There's retail, online, wholesale, private label. I'm taking, some people to China next week. So, I've been to China. This is my 3rd time. And, I do a little bit of everything, but I like to tell people, because one of the topics in the conference is going to be on outsourcing. And it's basically, I don't do this all myself. I have virtual assistants that I have, in the Philippines, that I pay, $250 a month for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. And so basically, that's kind of my niche. I love to teach people how to outsource their, have different categories. As far as the speakers, if you go to the link, if you go to Jacob's link and you scroll down, it has all of the speakers and their bios. And we have, like I say, experts in every field that you can imagine. And I am honored not to just have Jacob, but to have all of these speakers agree to come and be on stage with us.
Can we mention maybe
a
we
few?
got Merch by Amazon sellers and FBA sellers. Is there maybe 5 of the 17 speakers you can mention on the live stream?
Yes, I wish I had my page up, but here we go. Here, I have it on.
There's
here.
a link to your page in the comment description. You click on that, you can see all the speakers.
Yes, and so we have Fernando Sustanta. He's from Houston. He does merch. We have Matt I'm sorry, I'm butchering his name.
High pressure live video here, Joy.
His wife, they do retail. We have Ryan Nichols, who does wholesale. Tom Curtis is going to teach us about being an entrepreneur and taking failures and becoming successes. Trevor Morris, who is very special to me because he is the first one who took me to China in a group. We have AJ Hainsworth, who does drop shipping. Christy Michelle, who is amazing. She does private label the unique way. She has her own promotional company sourcing that she just started. We have Chelsea Cohen. She is amazing. If you don't, those of you who have been in ASM know who she is. Brandon Young, I talked about him. Kristen Orstrander and Amy Fireman. Those of you who are familiar with Mommy Income, I am so excited to have them. Monica Busby, owner of E-Commerce Kids. Tammy Dusho, amazing. I can't even say, she's just everything. You can go read her bio. Of course, we have Jacob. Chris Green will be Skyping in. All of us know who Chris Green is. Jason Miles, Shopify expert. He'll be talking to us about Facebook ads. Cordelia Blake, amazing. She's like the owner of Scanner Society. It used to be Scanner Monkey. She'll be talking to us about bundling and wholesaling and creating listings. So different people. Oh, sorry, one more. Here's Stephen and Nate Hibbert, which they run my Amazon. They run my Amazon merch account, and they create designs. They know about merch, and they're awesome. So
I'm going to pause you right there. We just went through a list of some of the top minds and people in both selling on Amazon marketplaces, right? Through,
yes.
We talked about outsourcing, warehouse, right? Pick, pack, and ship, warehouse options, sourcing. We talked about international sourcing as well as national sourcing there. Let's just touch on print on demand for a second here. Okay. Fernando, who I met in Texas last year, is part of the beginning of the Merch Madness tour. We met him in person. Tara and I both met him. Fernando is outstanding, guys. He's going to be a speaker there. Fernando Sustadia, I always can't say his last name, but it's Sustaita, is outstanding. Him and I, we talk quite a bit offline, so you may not know that relationship there, but Fernando's going to be speaking about probably print on demand a little bit. Chris Green, you mentioned. So you said everybody knows about Chris Green. Many people know about Chris Green, and some people are still new to the Chris Green empire, but he's got Merch Dojo. He's going to be joining into the conference as well. And there's other people. You had mentioned the people that are running your own merch by Amazon. They're going to be there. So if you're interested in anything to do with selling on Amazon.com, on a little bit of some other marketplaces and platforms, or anything to do with merch by Amazon, including things that are a little bit like beyond merch by Amazon in terms of print on demand, you totally need to be at the conference. There's going to be things that happen at this conference that will not be happening at any other conference, and that you're probably going to remember being there live in person. I promise you it will be a special conference. I've talked to and met with multiple of the people that Joy just mentioned, and they're not like they're outstanding as speakers, but they're even more outstanding as people. And one of the things that I learned about going to conferences, like last year, I went to the ACE conference, Scan Power conference. I went to the one in Denver.
Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain Reseller Conference, right? The Merch Conference in Seattle, the 10X Conference in New Jersey, guys. There's one thing, if you've not been to a conference before and you need to make a first conference, this conference is going to be a little bit special. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to have people that you may have heard of already and some people that you haven't heard of already. But one thing that this conference is going to have, and I'm going to ensure that this happens, is really outstanding networking. Joy already told you that there's going to be special dinners and events and networking opportunities at the conference. But think about this. The speaking time is just like 9 to 5, right?
9 to 5:30. Mm-hmm.
9 to 5:30. So that is like only a portion of the daytime hours that the conference is going to be happening. It's a 2-day conference. So that means you have the 9 to 5:30 speakers during the day of the first day and 9 to 5:30 speakers on the second day. But there are hours and hours of time between those two portions, between the end of the first day and the beginning of the second day, where you're going to be able to network live in person and talk with people. If you want to talk with like Chris Green in person and go meet with them and shake his hand and like give him gifts and things, you can do that. Fernando's going to be there. He's going to be live in person. You can network with him. When he's not speaking, he's going to be talking to people live. I'm going to be there. You can shake my hand. We can talk and network in person. We can eat together. We can shake hands together. We can do crazy things. But you have to be at the conference for that special networking time. That's something you can't get through the video. You can't get through the live stream. You have to be there. So I just wanted to point that out. But these speakers that are going, like Fernando and Chris Green and many of the others that you've, Amy, for example, from Mommy Income, we did a live show together. But I met her at the Rocky Mountain Reseller Conference is part of the reason that I got into Merch by Amazon. So Amy has really changed my life. I really appreciate her and love her. So you need to be at the conference to actually do the networking part, and you will discover things that, I don't say this lightly, they could potentially change the course of how you do business, right? You'll be able to save time, probably earn more income, and just knowing about some of these things, like Cordelia Black you mentioned. She put out a news video recently, like in the last couple of days. I've reposted it to both of my Facebook groups, and I'm thinking like, okay, Amazon and DHL, right? That's a big deal. Some of the things that Target's doing with their 2-day shipping, that's kind of a big deal, right? Some of the home services that Walmart offers, that's kind of a big deal. The people that are going to be speaking and networking at this conference go beyond just the speakers as well. And Joy, we didn't really talk about that, but there's people that are not speaking that will be at the conference that know a lot, and I mean a lot, about different things about Amazon. You can network with them if you're there, right?
Yeah, and I think that that's one thing, and we're gonna go ahead and close this down soon. But basically, one of the things that why it's important to be at a live event is the actual networking. And I told you guys at one point that, you know, you can sit behind your screen and learn all day long, and that's great. And I mean, we all do that. We're all, you know, a lot of us are Amazon sellers, and we do that. But it's actually getting out there and rubbing shoulders with not just the speakers, but the people that these kind of events attract. And that's the exciting thing, because, you know, not just the speakers on stage that I'm going to have on there are going to be amazing, but it's going to be the people who are all around you that you might be sitting by. Some of the people that when I go to a conference, I'll be sitting by them, and, you know, you may never discount somebody. In other words, like, you might think this person doesn't look like they know what they're talking about. Some of my most favorite people that I've met in this industry were sitting right next to me, which I did think, oh, you know, honestly, they kind of look older. They may not know about this or whatever. And they're some of my best friends in this industry. So look, we want you guys to learn about these speakers. We're going to be putting on the other 18 speakers throughout the week. Jacob is amazing. I learned here as much as you guys did. He has his link below. And before we let you guys go, Jacob, did you have a little bonus for any fast action takers if they buy their event tickets, like in the top 5 people?
You know, Joy, I love to surprise people with the free things. So for people that watched this live recording, we announced it ahead of time. Like, I let people know, hey, we're going to go with live. We're going to be talking with Joy. I put a link in 2 groups. There's more than 7,000 sellers in those 2 groups. Hopefully they were watching this live. I know they're going to watch the replay. But if you watch this live, and you're watching right now through Joy's live, what is this, Facebook link? This is Facebook Live, right? Be Live, yeah, BeLive.tv. Put in your name, and the one thing that you saw on this live, you know, this is a very short video. This is a live video. Put in the one thing that you like the most. I'm gonna use the child randomizer, which we used yesterday for Chris Green's secret birthday 40th giveaway, where we gave away some shirts for free for people that helped Chris Green get extra special birthday presents that he may or may not know of already, because they're still coming. We're going to use the child randomizer, which is also known as my children. They're 6, 7, and 8 years old. They're really good at picking random numbers. To randomly pick, how many should we pick, Joy? This is live viewers only.
That's up to you, what you're going to be giving away.
Give me a number. Give me a number, Joy.
How about, let's say a lucky 7.
7.
How about that?
Okay, and I just want to confirm, we have more than 7 live viewers?
Yes, we have. We've been having an average of 9 to 12 viewers, off and on, up to 15.
Okay,
so.
And do you think 7 of them will take us up on this offer and actually put a comment about the one thing that they saw in this live broadcast?
Crazy. Okay.
As long as there's 7 comments, right, from your Facebook feed saying something that you learned just from this short live video announcement video thing on Joy's Facebook page, the source of this live stream, I will give you a free signed copy of the print edition of the book Merch and the World of Print on Demand. It's going to be printed, printing starts this week, so it'll be printed before the conference. I'll see if I can bring some to the conference. I'm sure they deliver it to Texas. They have an excellent delivery system, I've heard.
Definitely. You can.
So 7 people will get a signed, printed paper copy of the book Merch and the World of Print on Demand.
Awesome.
The printed version is more than 300 pages long. The page size is even bigger than the Gumroad version. The Gumroad's like 365 pages, but the printed version actually will have a little bit of extra content because it didn't exist when the Gumroad version was there. And there's some new things that are coming up that haven't been publicly announced. I alluded to them in chapter 10 of the book, things like the multi-platform bulk uploader tool. There's more than one of those in the book. So you'll be getting the printed signed copy for 7 people that will be chosen randomly by the child randomizer, which is my 3 kids. They'll pick a random number.
That's so nice for you to do that. And
we're not going to stop there. This is crazy times, right? This is the launch of the March Madness 2018 tour.
Wow.
Last year's tour went to 40+ cities. This year, it's just getting started. It's madness. So I'm also going to pay for somebody's ticket to go to the conference.
What?
From the group of people that use this link. Again, the link is posted in Joy's live video page and in both of the Facebook groups, the top sellers groups. There's 2 of them on Facebook. Of people that register for the conference, okay, so you do have to actually register for the conference to do this. I will pick one of the registered people, and Joy's going to tell me exactly who you are because there's a special link. We know who you are. And I will give you a free ticket to the conference. So out of all the people that join, you don't have to join today. You have like several days. I'm going to pay for your conference ticket and your hotel room.
What?
So if you are coming to Texas, you want to use the links that we provided, you buy tickets to the conference, you're going to get a crazy swag bag that has things that have never been in other swag bags before. You're going to see me. I'm going to be talking about things I've already promised to you. I'm going to tell you about stuff that I'm very confident you don't already know about. In addition to the things that you do know about, which are probably a lot more things than I know of, you know other things, right? And that's why we're going to network. Joy's going to be there live in person, right, Joy?
Oh, absolutely. Night and day.
Okay, we got 7 people who did the comments in the live version. That has to be done while we're live, those comments. 7 of those people are going to get printed, signed copies. And one of the people who buy tickets to this conference using this link is going to get, at random, so only one of the people get this. They're going to get free tickets to your conference. So they're going to pay for them, and then we're going to give them the money back, right? So it'll be free. And free hotel room. So they will be at the conference at 0 cost, and they'll be staying in the hotel at 0 cost. I should mention as well, you can book the hotel through the website, also available in the link. There's a special discount. It's like less than $100, right?
Right. After you sign up, you get a special link to the hotel because that's not everybody. So. All
right. So I encourage you guys, check out the conference, right? If you think you're not going because you have the birth of a child or a death in the family, can people cancel?
Well, basically the way we've been doing that is you will have, if you pay, then you'll get access to the live stream or you'll get access to the actual videos.
Okay. So in the event that you're planning to come and between now and then you accidentally die, so you can't make it, because there's a limited number of reasons you wouldn't make it. You're having the actual baby, you've died after you bought the ticket, or maybe you have a funeral that you're going to. So those are probably 3 reasons. But other than that, everybody should be going to this conference. If you're watching this live or the replay, again, the offer for the free ticket to the conference and the free hotel room, which I will be personally covering for you, applies to anybody who uses this link and also comes to the conference. So we'll give you that for free ticket to the conference, free hotel room, and then those 7 free books for people that are watching live.
Oh my goodness, guys. Can I join under your link?
Yeah, you're welcome to buy additional tickets through my link, Joy, to your own conference.
I'm just kidding.
For someone else. Is there any other just little secret tidbits that they're only going to probably hear on this live video that you want to reveal through this exclusive worldwide live video?
No, I think you covered so much. I know there's some people asking for some promo codes, and private message me on that. As far as Colorado, I just want to make sure everybody knows this is in Houston. And I don't know, I've been kind of just watching the chat a little bit. It is not in Colorado. Colorado is beautiful. It is in Houston. I hope that Neil comes, and that way Jay will stay longer at the conference. Hey, Jay Bain. Jay Bain is the original Scanner Monkey owner. He's been listening to this whole chat. Lives right here in Houston, one of my very, very favorite people. And so anyway,
this is the SimplezonSeller Conference in Houston, Texas, guys. It's happening April the 27th to 28th. it's going to be the craziest of the conferences that you go to on those days.
There you go. So look, we this has been amazing. Like I say, when I bring my speakers on to do these things, I don't have any question. I don't have anything I'm reading. I don't have anything, and I let them speak. And I didn't know Jacob was going to offer this to you guys. It is crazy value.
I didn't even know I was going to offer these things until it happened, but it's going to happen. Right.
There you go. Free
ticket to the conference, free hotel room, 7 books. That's just for people. Imagine what's going to be in this bag, Joy. It's crazy.
I'm excited to get it. I'm excited to look at my own swag bag.
I'm excited to look at the swag that I put in the bag, and I'm buying the swag. Someone has to pay for this stuff. I'm going to pay for the swag to put in your bag, and I'm going to be excited when you see it. But I'm going to be excited to get my own swag in your bag.
I should cancel all my swag bag orders. I didn't know that Jacob was going to do this. And so lastly, I was going to tell you and I didn't know I was going to do this either, but the promo code is for special groups and people. And because Jacob is offering you guys this, 7 of you who are going to buy, private message me. And I'll work on top of what Jacob has offered you guys. This is not for everybody. It's not offered to everybody. The reason why you see promo code there is it's for special links and things like that. So if you are seriously wanting to come, private message me, say that you were on Jacob's Facebook Live, and I will think about promo codes for you guys. So there's another value on top of what Jacob's already said and done. So there you go. Jacob, thank you so much for your time. And I know you have wonderful groups, and I know that you've got your wife there waiting for you. And we've thank you guys who are joining live. I know that your time is valuable. We hope that you take advantage of this amazing bonuses that Jacob is offering you. And like I say, this is going to be an incredible event. I'm as you can see, I'm losing my voice because I'm putting my heart and soul into this. I am basically every single day bringing to you Facebook Lives. I do, podcasting. I do everything. And so my throat is, I'm going to have to take some honey every single day. So thank you again, Jacob. We cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to see what's in the swag bags that he's going to put for you guys. And thank you guys again for joining, and we will let you go. And I will be monitoring the chats and the private messages for
Joy. We need a timestamp for this live part. So if you haven't already, the 7 people who win the free signed book, the time is, we'll do 4:45 Eastern Standard Time or 3:45 Central, or whatever time it is in Pacific time right now, because it's a live call. So that's the cutoff time for the timestamps on those free books. The other things, you're going to have to click the link and buy a ticket, and you're going to get access to those other things, like free hotel conference ticket.
Any kind of, are you only doing, what if you have people that are doing replay?
For the people that are watching the replay, you still have access to, you can just buy a conference ticket, and one of you will be winning a free hotel room and a free conference ticket.
Okay.
You won't even know until you're at the conference. They'll be like, holy cow, my hotel is paid for. Jacob bought it for me. And my ticket is also paid for. Jacob bought that for me too. It's crazy. And then the 7 tickets where people private message you, maybe some of those people will be on the replay. I don't know.
There you go.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, all right. You have an amazing group. I can tell. Maria wanting to come all the way from the UK. Maria, I will be private messaging you for sure. That's an honor to have you come all the way from there.
Now, Joy, I'm coming from Canada. Is this conference open for people from other countries?
Oh,
because I've been to some conferences lately, and there's a lot of US people, right? And they're like, where are you from? And they're like, oh, I'm from the beautiful state of everywhere in the US. But what about international people? Is there, let's say you live in Germany right now, because I've got a Merch by Amazon German group. I'm going to post the replay on there. If you want to fly from Germany to Houston, Texas, they have an international airport. They have 2 airports, by the way, but the international airport, they accept flights from all countries, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do you have to speak English to come to the conference?
No. You don't have to. You don't have to. But you can come. Anybody can come.
I'll be doing my presentation in English. Do you think there would be other languages there? Other people from other countries?
If there are, we'll figure that out. You never know.
You mentioned you're going to China, right? There's a lot of people there. If you live in China right now and you want to come to this conference, make it happen.
Absolutely. I don't have any kind of...
I'll tell you what. If you are in China and you come to this conference and you use the link that's on the replay here, this is an open invitation, okay? For everybody who lives in China right now, there's over 1 billion people there. I will give you a free copy of my signed book, in addition to these other 7 copies I'm already giving out. I will give you a $100 Canadian bill, which is worth, I don't know, like at least $70 US, and a whole lot of Chinese renminbi. So
Wow.
if I get a ni hao, okay, and a taiguela from my Chinese buyers and from the people of China, you have to be at the conference. I'll give you $100 Canadian, free signed copy of my book, and you and I will have a Chinese conversation, because a lot of people don't know. You said you're traveling to China, right?
Yes.
I haven't given you my bio yet, but when I do, I'll mention this. I used to live in China. I lived in China for more than 6 months, just outside of Beijing, and I was teaching English there. Been to Shanghai, been to Hong Kong, been to Beijing, Guangzhou. There's a lot of places. Wow. Taikan, Suzhou. Wow. China's a big place. If you're in China and you're watching the replay, come to the conference, and you'll get extra things.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. I mean, I want to come to my own conference. I want to come to see Jacob so I can get all these bonuses. Oh, man. Well, Jacob, thank you again for your time and for all of those who are watching.
So
I'm
excited. I hope not too many people come from China, because that's open to every person that comes from China to the conference using this link. Yeah. So, you know, if you want to bring a group of people, and like 10, 15, 20 people, that means I'm going to have to give you each $100 Canadian. Oh. It could potentially cost you $2,000 or $3,000 if we get 30 people from China going to your conference. So you spread the word, let people, you're going to be in China. So you can tell them this in person.
There's 40
Every person that comes to this conference using this link that we've put in this live, you can use the replay. It'll still have the same link. Yep. I'll be giving you $100 Canadian each. So when you're in China, Joy, you let the people of China know, I want them there at your conference. And there's no limit on this. So if we get 300 people from China that come to your conference, it's going to cost me a lot of money.
Do you have your
Terry's giving me a funny look, but I think it's going to work out okay.
Get the wife.
Special offer.
See what he's offering. Oh, man, Jacob, that's amazing. I will definitely post this link in the China groups. Those who are in the China trip, there's some people going. So, wow. Thank you, guys. We will let you guys go. Watch the replay. Buy your tickets. It probably will sell out in a week or two for sure. So get your tickets very, very soon, if not today. Okay. Thanks, Jacob. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.